Hi guys, it's Warren here. Now for those of you who live in England, you may have heard of the M&S fish and chip pie. Now unfortunately they don't sell it anymore, so today I'm going to be recreating it, so here's how.
And this will make enough pie for 2 people. To start with, we're going to make the chips, so take 1 large potato, peel it and then cut it into chunky chip shapes. Then put the chips in a saucepan of boiling water, boiling them for 4 to 5 minutes. Once the chips are finished boiling, place them into an oven dish that's been heated in the oven with some oil. Stir the chips and place them back in the oven on 180 degrees centigrade, 350 Fahrenheit for about 35 minutes, being sure to stir regularly whilst cooking. And meanwhile we'll prepare the pastry, so flour a clean work surface and roll out about 120 grams worth of short crust pastry. Roll it reasonably thin and it needs to be big enough to line a 5x4 inch pie tin. Line the inside of the tin with the pastry, being sure to patch up any cracks with any leftovers. Tear off any overhanging pieces of pastry and then take a fork to prick the base of the pie and the inside edges. Now line the inside of the pastry with some greaseproof or parchment paper. Then pour in some baking beans and you need to fill the pie to about 1/3 full. Now blind bake the pie in the oven on 180 degrees centigrade, 350 Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes. As well as that, take your 200 grams of cod fillets and place them on a grill tray. Put the cod in the oven as well for 15 minutes at the same temperature to pre-bake. And meanwhile we'll make the mushy peas, so in a saucepan of boiling water boil 170 grams of garden peas, then drain them from the water. Return the peas back to the saucepan and then add a generous knob of butter. Now use a potato masher or a fork to mash the peas to your liking. Now, when everything in the oven has started coming together, remove the pastry that's been blind baking. Then carefully remove the baking beans that are contained in the greaseproof or parchment paper. Next, and after 15 minutes, remove the cod from the oven, and then take the chips that have been baking away as well. And we should be left with everything we need to fill our pie. We need to layer the ingredients in, starting with a base of mushy peas. Then break up the 2 cod fillets on top of the peas, and spoon over a generous helping of tartar sauce. And finally, top the pie off with the chunky chips. And did you know you can watch hundreds more of my cooking videos by subscribing to my channel by clicking on the link on screen. And next we need to place the fish and chip pie back in the oven on the same temperature for a final 15 minutes. And when the pastry started to turn golden and the chips are lovely and crisp, then it's ready to take from the oven. And that is how to make an ultimate fish and chip pie. Cheers to a proper British dish. Now if you like the look of this recipe, be sure to like this video and leave a comment below.